Chapter 17 Phrases and Clauses. Look at the groups of words in italics in the following sentences. Examples. 1. He left us in the evening. 2. He left us when the evening came. The group of words in sentence 1, in the morning, has a meaning or makes sense, but it does not make complete sense. It is not a sentence, for it has no subject and no predicate. Such a group of words is called a phrase. A phrase is a group of words that make sense, but not complete sense. It has no subject and no predicate. A phrase is a group of words that make sense, but not complete sense. It has no subject and no predicate. The group of words in sentence 2, when the morning came, is not a phrase, for it has a subject, the morning, and a predicate, came, of its own. Such a group of words is called a clause. A clause is a group of words that forms part of a larger sentence and has a subject and a predicate of its own. Study the words in italics in the following sentences. Examples. 1. He returned at sunset. Returned when? 2. He returned when the sun set. Returned when? It is evident that both the groups of words in italics in sentences 1 and 2 do the work of an adverb as they show when he returned. But in sentence 1, the group of words at sunset is a phrase. Since it does the work of an adverb, it is called an adverb phrase. In 2, the group of words when the sun set is a clause, for it has a subject, the sun, and a predicate, set, of its own. But since it does the work of an adverb, it is called an adverb clause. An adverb clause is a group of words which contains a subject and a predicate of its own and does the work of an adverb. Study the words in italics in the following sentences. Examples. 1. He likes a story with a moral in it. Which story? 2. He likes a story which has a moral in it. Which story? The first group of words with a moral in it describes what sort of story he likes, that is, it qualifies the noun story and does the work of an adjective. It is called an adjective phrase. The second group of words, which has a moral in it, also describes what sort of story he likes and so does the work of an adjective. But since it contains a subject and a predicate of its own, it is called an adjective clause. An adjective clause is a group of words which contains a subject and a predicate of its own and does the work of an adjective. Study the words in italics in the following sentences. Examples. 1. They expected to win the match. Expected what? 2. They expected that they would win the match. Expected what? The first group of words, to win the match, does not contain a subject and a predicate of its own. It is, therefore, a phrase. This phrase does the work of a noun, since it is the object of the verb expected. It is, therefore, called a noun phrase. The second group of words, that they would win the match, contains a subject, they, and a predicate, would win the match. It is, therefore, a clause. This clause is the object of the verb expected, and so does the work of a noun. It is, therefore, called a noun clause. A noun clause is a group of words which contains a subject and a predicate of its own, and does the work of a noun.